They came seeking a new beginning, a life far from the cold politics of England, a home carved from wilderness, a chance to write their own future in the unclaimed lands of the New World. But when help finally arrived, there was no one left to welcome it. No smoke from chimneys, no footprints in the sand, no graves, no blood, no bodies, just empty homes, and a single word carved into a tree: Croatoan. That was all that remained of Roanoke, the first English colony in America, and one of the greatest mysteries in human history. Tonight, we step back into 1587 and whisper through the shadows of a colony that simply vanished. The year was 1587. England, desperate to match Spain's dominance in the New World, funded another expedition to colonize the shores of what is now North Carolina. A man named John White, an artist and mapmaker, was chosen to govern the new colony. His group was different from previous voyages. This wasn't just men and sailors. This was a community, over 115 people, including women and children, all determined to settle permanently. Among them was John White's own daughter, Eleanor Dare, heavily pregnant, and when they landed on Roanoke Island, it seemed destiny had blessed them. Not long after, Eleanor gave birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born on American soil. Hope filled the air. The dream of a new English world was alive. But not for long. Supplies ran low faster than expected. The land was unfamiliar. Tensions with local tribes, especially the Croatoan and Roanoke Indians, began to rise. Food was scarce, and disease crept quietly among the settlers. With no other option, John White sailed back to England, promising to return with fresh supplies within the year. He left behind his daughter, his newborn granddaughter, and over 100 settlers, promising he'd return soon. But history had other plans. Back in England, war had erupted with Spain. Queen Elizabeth commandeered all available ships for defense. What should have been a short resupply became a 3-year delay. When White finally returned in 1590, everything had changed. The ship approached Roanoke quietly, its crew alert. No fires, no voices, no movement. The village was eerily intact, homes still standing, tools undisturbed, personal belongings left behind, as if abandoned in a single moment. But there were no people, not one. On a nearby tree, a single word was found carved deeply into the bark: Croatoan. White had given strict instructions. If they were forced to leave, the colonists should carve their destination. And if they were in danger, they should also carve a cross. There was no cross, only that one haunting word. White took it to mean they had moved to Croatoan Island, modern-day Hatteras Island, home to a friendly indigenous tribe. He tried to reach it, but a violent storm blew in, and he never saw Roanoke again. Not his daughter, not Virginia Dare, not a single soul. Over the centuries, the mystery deepened. What happened to the lost colony? There are many theories, but no certainty. Number 1. Assimilation with native tribes. Some historians believe the colonists integrated with the local Croatoan or Lumbee tribes. Later reports by settlers described blue-eyed Native Americans and English-style homes deep in the woods. But no solid proof ever surfaced. Number 2. Massacre or war. Another theory suggests that hostile tribes or even Spanish forces wiped them out, quietly and completely. But there were no bones, no ruins, no signs of struggle. 3. Starvation or exposure. Could they have tried to sail back themselves, or perished in the harsh winters? Again, not a single grave, not even one. 4. The supernatural. Over time, the legend turned darker. Locals whispered that Roanoke was cursed, that strange lights still flicker on the island, that voices echo in the woods, whispering in language, but became a ghostly white deer, wandering the forests forever, a symbol of innocence, lost. What makes the mystery of Roanoke so chilling is not what we know, it's what we don't. No documents, no bodies, no wreckage, no graves, just 115 souls who stepped into the unknown and never came back. In a world obsessed with data and certainty, Roanoke reminds us that some stories will always remain unfinished. Some whispers never stop. And if you walk the woods of Roanoke Island even today, some say you might hear the distant giggle of a child, or glimpse a pale white deer watching silently from the shadows. Thank you for exploring the lost corners of history with us. If you believe that stories like this, stories that were silenced, buried, or simply forgotten, deserve to be remembered, subscribe, share, and stay curious, because somewhere out there, under centuries of soil, sea, and silence, the truth is still waiting. This is Whispering History, and we never stop listening.